There's gonna be a day where we as a people come together. We're gonna come together. Oh, yes, we're gonna come together. I will love to know if my people love me for sure. I just wanna say happy birthday, everybody. This your boy Kenny B. We on What Talk Radio. Man, the bullshit that's going on with Ice Cube today, right? Everybody on this case trying to say he sided or came to some kind of a grievance with Trump and stuff like that. Uh, it's bullshit. It's all a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? The dude Ben had put out a plan of what he wanted to do, and somehow, some way, people got it misconstrued that when he sat down with Trump's team, they act like he just sat down with Trump. You know what I mean? And like with anybody, especially at these times trying to get votes, somebody's going to try to, run with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, not to say that he endorsed Trump, but oh, look, he's sitting down and he's making something good with Trump with the platinum bill and all that stuff, and that's cool. That's great. You know what I'm saying? His team sat down with him, and I think that was something really, really cool for Trump team to be like, hey man, let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like what the boy got, what's on the table. And what happened was they actually seen the stuff that they was lacking inside of their plan, because they don't know, they ain't been with the black community. They don't know nothing about the black community for what we really asking, because none of our official people ever asked them for anything. They just want to, we shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. I said deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. Man, dude, man, come on, man. So all that bullshit, man, with that, I understand the momentum, what we were trying to do, but now we at that point to overcome it. And when we overcome it, we have to have some type of demands. What is laid out on the table? What we just gonna wait for Jesus, or we gonna sit there and let them take care of us? They just gonna still keep us, putting us in the ghetto? No. What is the demands? Oh, we want our own religion, practice the own way we want to do without being criticized or being not sanctioned because we have a black Jesus in our church. You know what I'm saying? Because they do that in America. They actually do that. Like if you believe in, like Jesus, right? But you believe in a black Jesus, it's a different type of teaching. They say that's hate teaching. I know, bro. I know it's not. You know what I mean? It's all love. It's just what they see in that Bible, what they get from it, and what they said that the description, they go by that. So, and they try to say, well, you believe in that way and this and that, and you can't, well, we ain't gonna fund you because you're not gonna put same-sex bathrooms in your school. So we're gonna defund you for that. So Ice Cube came up with all these little proposals or something, maybe 16 different proposals of what you can and can't do, what we asking for, and what we really want to be pushed instead of just putting up there on the bill to be voted. You know what I'm saying? We want it done. So check out some of this with Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? He said what he wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, this clip of him actually, kind of letting everybody know, like, hey, man, I'm trying to bring a group together where we have, what's the name of it, Dre? The Contract with Black America. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black people have not got on to that. A lot of these hip hop rappers or politicians or people with money and power on TV and stuff like that, they haven't, really jumped on it, but the crazy thing about it, Trump team did. And when he went to Biden first. He went to Biden first and asked him, what's up, blah blah blah. He was like, oh yeah, we'll do it, but wait for the after the election. Like that's some punk bullshit. We already know what that means. You know what I'm saying? If I get in there, I'll help you out. If I'm not, man, but still go out there and vote for me. You see what I'm saying? We don't need neither one. We don't need neither one of their parties. That's the messed up thing about it. It's for me. I hate that we are identified with the Democrat Party. Black people, we are identified, so we can't look past being a Democrat. You see what I'm saying? Because we feel that somebody owe us something. You see what I'm saying? Oh, America owes us. Okay, that's cool. They owe us. But are they going to give us something for real? Or are they just going to give us little bitty welfare? You know what I'm saying? Section 8. And something that really is not going to help us out. Because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, check this out. If you really give me a job, you really give me a house, not no Section 8, but give me a house with a land that I can do my own shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what cuBe is saying. He said you can pick nonpartisan. Yeah. So that's why we got to get educated with all that. Okay. No. Go, say a little lighter so everybody can hear.
First time I voted, bro, was when Obama and Hillary Clinton election. I voted for Hillary Clinton, bro. But when I walked up in there, they was like, here, the Obama election polls right here. Like, I know I'm voting nonpartisan. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't necessarily voting for Clinton, but it wasn't voting for neither one of them. But I was just voting and shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but it was nonpartisan.
I just got my shit through the mail today. My the in-house. What the shit called? You sent to your house. Your ballot.
Oh, your ballots. Yeah. Well, I will say this, we all have to get educated in what we see today in these politics, because the politics is really biased. Like Dre said, he walked in, they just turned him right to the Obama, and they don't even know what he gonna vote for, but they just figure, oh, you black, and you must, yeah, and that's so messed up, man. That's wow.
He was like, and I kind of faded to black, like as quick as he did appeared. Like to me, as I was walking the polls, he disappeared. He was like, yeah, I ain't falling for that bullshit. I know what y'all trying to do.
Well, let's check out this thing with Ice Cube, what he was saying, man, because it really hit a pointer, because everybody want to bash him like he's wrong for what he's saying or trying to do or attempt to do, but it was the smartest thing to do. If I had a business right now, a business plan, a 501c3 right along with that, who do you really think will give me an opportunity? Would Joe Biden give me an opportunity, like give me $10,000 to start my own business? You know what I'm saying? Or Trump will give me $100,000 to start my business, and it'd be a tax write-off, and I don't even have to pay it back. See, that's an incredible thing to do. You see what I'm saying? That's something wonderful. If you know what I'm saying, if we're gonna do something. So if Ice Cube went to you and you turned them down to my wait after the election. Now I'm not asking for no money. I'm asking for things to be implemented inside of your package. And you telling me wait after? You want to put that after? And we talking about something we can do right now. We can do that shit right the fuck now. Why do we have to wait till you get elected when we can push this shit right now? So you know what? When he went to him, and the person who has the power, he put his things inside of the plan that he had for black people. Now, like I said, Trump he don't live around black people. He don't know what we want. So here go Ice Cube, somebody writing down something that we, is feasible, what we asking and demanded. And he put that into his package too. Not to say that he gonna do it. It still got to get done. So, and it ain't like Biden can't put that in his packet either. You see what I'm saying? Biden could put that shit in his packet. So yeah, he didn't even want to hear it. So and he hasn't met with the black males of America. See, that's the thing. That's where they losing at. Everybody going up against, they losing because you ain't got the black male vote. That's 20% of the voters. And all these so-called men haters, baby daddy haters, y'all push the man out. He ain't finna vote with you. He ain't standing behind you in voting because he see how everything's up against him and everything is fair for you in the Democratic Party. Black men can't even be teachers in this country, damn near. You supposed to be at the Democratic Party. We supposed to at least, have some type of position in the education for our children, at least to have that black structure of the male. And you telling me all these thousands of senators and congressmen who've been into office, and we at this point now, you barely get a black male in the whole school as a teacher, barely. You might see one or two male black teacher in the whole school. Everything else is a white woman or a gay white man. And that's what your black children are going to school with. That's the education America has for your children. So let's check out this cube, and I'm gonna try to roll up a blunt by that time. We watched a little bit of that because you told me that bag down there play. Oh. Yeah, that bag right there. That's a bag.
Over the last few months, I've been really going deep into this political space. Reading a lot of history, trying to understand how systems work, not getting caught up in anybody's rhetoric, but looking for my damn self, and just trying to figure out why we continue to, flounder at the bottom. What is it?
That's what flounder.
And
that's a cold word. Boy.
What I found is that it's systems in place, as we all know.
Right.
It ain't because, we ain't doing what we supposed to do as black people, because, of course, we all can do better. There's shit that we need to do to clean up ourselves and our community. But besides that shit, the system is fucked up. It's just designed totally.
Right.
And not only designed, but there's a dedication to keeping us at the bottom of this country. And I don't know if we can count on any parties to get us about the shit, to be honest.
Huh. Say that.
So we are going to have to do a lot of things different as a black community. We have to pool our resources. We have to think about ourselves. We love all the other races of the world, but at some point we got to figure out how do we get ahead, because everybody's on top of us but us, or everybody's on top but us. And the shit ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna survive this.
Right.
The way it's going. It's just designed that I can't see the future. So we gotta change this shit. Everybody's been mad at me because I haven't been on the fucking the gravy train of these candidates, especially Joe Biden and Harris. I don't trust none of them. No president has done right shit by us. So I don't trust none of them. So putting our hopes and dreams behind any of them just don't work. We gotta make them do what we want them to do, and there's only a few ways to do that. Now, I've been making contacts, trying to talk about these real issues, straight up, I believe the Democrats they've been nice, they've been cordial, so to speak. I don't really see them pushing their policies in any different direction. You know, they're still talking this minority, people of color shit that don't necessarily include us, that don't necessarily include
Right.
Black Americans, especially descendants of slaves, ADOS, American descendants of slaves. That ain't specifically us, it's everybody. We ain't gonna get shit. Because when you look around, everybody hates us. So we still at the bottom of that. So, you know, I think the Democrats, they got every Black celebrity.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's straight to the point. He's trying to let everybody know, man, like these people is not the best for the best interest of us. So we have to kind of get, you know, in a position of knowing, like, bro, like everything that we can and can't do is because of us. It's not because of nobody else. If we push this shit the way we supposed to in the right way, we don't have to worry about somebody being elected, right? Check this out. I said this before and I say it again. Why don't we not vote for this popular vote and allow the people who we vote locally for the electoral votes to actually go vote for the president? And we see how our votes went when we sit up there and we told these people, hey man, we want you to go. This is why I'm getting you to vote. You know, I'm voting you in because I want you to go vote for this person. So out of all those elections, out of those, the electoral vote, college votes, let that be the vote. Sit your ass back and let the motherfucker do what it's supposed to do. You already elect the motherfuckers, the senators and the governors and all that shit. Why are you gonna sit up and take your ass out there and try to disturn or some shit on the popular vote? You elect all these local people to vote for the president, right? Ain't it 225 or 23 people that you actually for the electoral vote? So why are you going to try to act like you're going to defeat that vote? And that's the only vote that actually vote that counts. So when you're going to vote this time, it doesn't matter if you vote for the president. It still matters for the people that you voting for to vote for the president. You understand what I'm feeling? Popular vote never won. You know what I'm saying? It never won. Yeah, it looks good on paper. But shit, if your people ain't voted, you paid all these people to get in the motherfucking house and they still get, look, I know. But check this out. On the campaign trail, these motherfuckers be making millions and millions of dollars and shit. Where you think that motherfucking $1 million are going? To grease some motherfucking pockets for the electoral votes. Hey, I give you $2 million, man. You're going to go vote my way. I raised that money for, you know what I'm saying, to pay them off. Don't be no damn fool. That's what I'm telling you. Hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? We learned something new. A shadow senator, Jesse Jackson, was the first shadow senator, meaning he's not an official, but he's elected to be a shadow senator. But he's only to fuck up the votes. He's there to fuck up the votes in a election or something like that. But why do they always come and get people like him to dissipate the energy for black people that want to go kick some ass and shit like that? That agent. That's what that means to me, agent. But cuBe is on the right track, man. Ice Cube is on a great track of trying to get us independent. You know what I'm saying? I have another brother. His name is Ed, aka New Jersey Weed Man. And this brother, man, been fighting to be independent, to have our own economics, because that's a part of our economics. We got to understand marijuana is going to be one of our crops. You see what I'm saying? Why would we sit ourselves out? We get all this land and stuff like that. Why not put the crops? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need that too. So that's an industry that we need to go. And it's people like Ed that literally been fighting for a long time, been locked up. So here go a little clip of my homie, my big brother Ed, man. Liberty Bell 2, 1, and 3. And now he's across the street from New Jersey City Hall, smoking and cooking chicken after 11:30.
In 2018, over 600,000 people in the United States were charged for possessing marijuana, not for running some massive weed drug cartel, for simply having it on them. And despite making up only 31% of the population, Blacks and Latinos accounted for nearly half of all weed arrests. At the same time, the US cannabis industry was and still is exploding, and between 80 to 90% of the industry is run by white owners. So not only are Blacks and Latinos more likely to get in trouble for selling and having weed, now that it's becoming legal, they're nearly shut out of the industry. Somewhere along the line, legal weed became a rich white business. So how did this happen? Cannabis's history of legality is deep-rooted in racism. Back in the 1800s, the plant was used for paper, textiles, and medicine. But when Mexican migrants sought refuge in the United States in the early 1900s, they brought with them the practice of smoking the plant, which they called marijuana. A xenophobic campaign followed suit. The Great Depression's widespread unemployment heightened fears of Mexican immigrants, and poor research linked cannabis with violence and social deviance. In 1936, a film titled Reefer Madness depicted the drug as the cause of sexual assault, murder, and basically complete teenage destruction.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
In 1937, Federal Bureau of Narcotics Commissioner Harry Anslinger brought forth the Marijuana Tax Act. Yeah, he spelled it with an H. He used unsupported claims to blame weed for the cause of social destruction and linked it with Blacks and Latinos. The 1951 Boggs Act created mandatory sentencing for drug-related offenses. Congress repealed them in 1970, but Presidents Nixon and Reagan reintroduced them in new ways in the later 70s and 80s. During those decades, minority communities were hit extra hard by over-policing. One of Nixon's top advisors admitted that the war on drugs was a tactic to bring down, quote, the anti-war left and Black people. And heavy policing in minority communities is still rampant.
We know that the case with Fernando Castillo.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If we were really talking about the issues and stuff like that, we're trying to get rid of all the bad things that's in America. The one thing that we know that the criminalization of marijuana has always been, it's been set up for Black people. And to know this is one of the things that Biden and Trump should be on. Y'all targeted us. It's a racial thing. My plight, I want to take it to the world courts. I'm tired of marching. I'm tired of voting. I want to take it to the world courts. We got enough pictures and evidence to show the world what America done to people in this country, which was genocide. It was a genocide. It was crimes against humanity. And we're going to sit here and act like, it's normal. They don't need to be brought up. And the funny thing about it, we still going to their courts and asking them to punish themselves inside of their courts. That's insane. That's crazy. We want you to go vote against yourself so you can get punished for treating us wrong in this country. How crazy is that? What kind of illusions are we really in as Black people? Nobody brought that to attention. None of your Democrat people, none of your Republican people ever brought up like, hey, man, we really need to reparate Black people. We supposed to be the most beautiful country in the world, but we went and snatched and took people out of their homes in South America and brought them up here and all type of things like that and made these people build this country. And their grandkids and their great-grandkids and their great-great-grandkids is now standing around suffering And while we laughing, I'm still pointing at him, talking about, look at the monkey in the cage. Look how deformed it look. It grew up this way in a cage for generations and generations and generations. And now you want to call me stupid, dumb, a killer, a rapist. All these things, you call me these things out my name. But you created me. You the one put me in this cage. I grew into this shape. And now I'm out the box and you want to say it's all because of me. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of going every 4 years thinking that some white man is going to save us. Some white man is going to be different than the next white man, that the last white man didn't be as generous to us. And I will say this. Look at the record. We're talking about people that was actually locked up by Joe Biden. We're talking about people that was actually locked up by Kamala Harris. Now let's talk about the 5 people that Trump was trying to lock up because he put in an article. We're talking about generations of black men locked up between those 2 people alone. Those 2 people alone broke up so many families and households. All over because of some fucking weed. So Q went to them and asked them, hey man, can you help me out, man? I got this plan, man. What you want to do? Oh man, holler at us after the election. That's the demoCrips. The demoCrips said, hold up, cuz. You're gonna have to wait after the election. And the reBloodicanz was like, big this. I'm gonna give you this bird, right? Just bring me my money back. You know this grown man business, right? Yeah, I know. It's grown man business. So you fuck up, it ain't no coming back. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Right. All right. And that's all it was. Now, not to say that the demoCrips can't come and do the same thing. Like, well, nigga, I see you been putting in a good old work, cuz. Can you get off one of these birds too? And you're like, hell yeah, I can flip both of these bitches. And that's what it's all about. It ain't about him taking sides. He the mediator. Ice Cube always been between the Bloods and the Crips. Always. He the gangster. So if he trying to get y'all together, come on some shit, nigga. Y'all don't know black culture. Trump know a little bit more better because goddamn he been fucking with black people getting money for a long motherfucking time. Trump been getting money with niggas for a long time. Look at Tyson. Look at Don King. Look at anybody through an event in that nigga shit. He was getting money. You ain't going to rent his motherfucking shit for $10. You know, $100, 2 G's. Nah, you renting out his Trump Tower ballroom or some shit. Goddamn, you talking about millions. Because he gonna get it for you though. He already got that lined up. What you need, motherfucker? A speaker outside, goddamn me, motherfucker. Teleprompter down the street, around the corner. What you need? But this is just one of those things that I'm just saying, like, why you sleeping on black people? We asking you if we have an agenda. And this is the thing that, like I said, the demoCrips have not sat there and came and talked with the black men. You've been talking with so many male bashing females trying to get their agenda across, and you ain't even think about the man that's still going to work. What about the man going to work and paying bills and they cars and child support and shit like that? You ain't answering to them niggas like that. So Trump talking about goddamn me, hey man, hold up, man. I know niggas over here trying to protect y'all jobs, man. I'm gonna do a little something about that to protect y'all. Hey, I know your 401k, man. You paying all that child support and shit like that. I'm gonna put you in a different little tax bracket, man. You make a certain money. You know what I'm saying? That's what this dude is talking about. Now, one time the Republicans talking about, yeah, we're gonna do this. They talk about it. We got this 22-page plan. See, that's how you know it's a bunch of bullshit. You got more than motherfucking 2 pieces of pages of motherfucking your plan, nigga. You trying to confuse me with wordplay. You see what I'm saying? Your shit need to be Plain and simple, 10-point program like the motherfucking Panthers, nigga. That this is all we want right now. And later on, when we get these demands or something, we probably come up with something later. But goddamn me, for right now, that's what it is. We don't need all this whole extra shit, this and that. Now you tell me how we gonna get the money. That's something different. I don't mind sitting there talking about how we gonna get the money. But if we gonna, do this, make it simple so we know what we got to start to work on. So let's look at a little bit of Roland Martin, a part of him, man, when Q was answering some of the questions, because they try to really jump on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Cube is Cube. Cube know how to hold this shit. Here we go, right here, y'all.
Trump sent this tweet out yesterday. This went out from Deontay Johnson. So Ice Cube has officially given the Trump campaign permission to reveal that he has been helping us develop President Trump's groundbreaking Black Trump platform, the Platinum Plan. Katrina Pearson, he was also had this here. Shout out to Ice Cube for his willingness to step up and work with Donald Trump administration to help develop the Platinum Plan. That has caused a lot of people to be very critical of Ice Cube. Many call him a turncoat and all kind of other names. And so as opposed to sitting here having people just talk about it, we said we'll talk to him. He joins us now. Glad to have you back on Roland Martin Unfiltered, Ice Cube. So let's start this way. When they say you worked with them to develop the Platinum Plan, what does that actually mean? What did you do? Who did you talk to?
Well, what they did, they had a plan. Their plan is the Platinum Plan. My plan is the Contract with Black America. So they had their Platinum Plan, and they saw things in the Contract with Black America that were directed, directly to Black Americans and not just to all minorities. And they asked to speak with us. I always told everybody, as soon as we finish the Contract with Black America, or not finished because it's still a growing document, I told everybody that I was going to meet with both sides, and I don't know why they didn't believe me. This is not a partisan issue. It's actually a bipartisan issue. And we have to talk to people who have the power to make things happen. Now, they asked to speak to me so I can explain some of my concepts of the contract with Black America.
Who is they? Was it Donald Trump? Was it his campaign team? Was it officials in the White House? Who's they?
I've never met Donald Trump a day in my life.
Got it.
And I've never been to the White House. Okay. So it was people on his campaign. This chick who put out the tweet, it wasn't her. I never met her either. I don't even know who she is.
Katrina Pearson. You don't know who that is? Never met her.
No, I've never met her.
Okay.
But the thing is this, they looked at the Contract with Black America and they saw that their plan was lacking, and they wanted to implement some of the things from the Contract with Black America into their plan. And I said, you're welcome to do it. And I would say the same thing to the Biden campaign. They're welcome to do it. Some great ideas. I haven't, seen too many people disputing the Contract with Black America. Everybody understand that it's needed and it's necessary. So I don't mind anybody in the public sector or in the private sector using parts of it, asking me about it, asking for me to understand, what am I talking about when it comes to trying to not count us as minorities, but to count us as, pretty much a protected race. And so I think we're being buried under a lot of words like minority and people of color and things like that. Now, their plan is still their plan.
See, it's something real easy, real simple. It's not that hard for us to really see what he's talking about. We get so caught up with Democrats and Republicans and shit like that. The man is clearly saying he wants both parties to take his ideology on trying to help Black people. We so busy thinking that, oh, he done teamed up with Trump. Man, that dude don't give a fuck about no Trump, just like every real dude out here, man. We don't care about Trump like that. We not making money with him. Until we make money with him, that's one thing. Now, if the man talking about let's make some money, that's cool. But we're not joining Trump. We could see shit that Trump doing, like it's more positive and making something happen towards, you know, some type of way, instead of just sitting up there talking about, oh, we gonna hope and wish that some black looking woman become vice president, be our hope, our savior. What is she gonna do that Biden didn't do when he was vice president? I mean, seriously, think about that. What is Biden going? I mean, what is Kamala Harris going to do more than what Joe Biden did when he was vice president? Because everybody say, "Oh, Obama was the man; he had to go through." So, what's the difference? Okay, why did we have to have this black bitch then? That she ain't even black; she's fucking Indian, which is a Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains, and won't even address her African father, her Jamaican father. Like, seriously? Come on now. I mean, what are we doing here? Just because she black, we were supposed to jump on that team? The same person they called and said he don't want his kid to go to school with jungle, with jungle people, basically. I can't remember the exact quote. I'm paraphrasing, but he don't want his kid to go to school. Well, that's like a jungle. And that's people from the desegregation program in 1977, where black people that didn't have the chance to go to nice schools, they bust them out to suburban areas to have a better education. And he was against that. But he's saying that's civil rights. He was with civil rights. You was working with civil rights, but you was against that in 1977. Civil rights was 1965. Well, 1963. That's cold. But you'll sit up here and campaign talking about how you was with civil rights. On what side of the civil rights? What church you was at? The white Christian church? Ayando zera mongondi samazida. Le dom yom shikadum dum dum shikadim dum dum badidum bo. Come on, man. What side of the motherfucker you talking about? Because what I seen, what you was doing back then, you was still trying to goddamn me segregate. Because you didn't want your kids to go to school with black kids. People from the city. Majority of the people come from the city is Latino and black. And you don't want that to happen? Wow. Okay. But I can understand. There's some crazy motherfuckers out here. I want to show y'all a little small clip of that crazy motherfucker getting locked up. It's a crazy motherfucker getting locked up. He begging to get a year in jail. That motherfucker must be homeless or something, because he know that's the only time he can get 3 hots in the car, because this motherfucker crazy. I be scared of niggas too. And this is another thing too. Y'all gotta understand, man. When people like, well, Donald Trump didn't want people to live in his house and shit like that. He didn't want to rent to black people. Nigga, you know motherfuckers you won't rent to. That's your own motherfucker friend. You be like, nigga, how y'all fucked up that last house? You think I'm gonna let you come move in my little shit? I'm trying to make some money, nigga. Oh, nigga, all the roaches that was in your motherfucking house, nigga, we couldn't even sit down and play dominoes without one crawling on my hand. Oh, you think I'm gonna rent to that? Shit, come on, man. Y'all know that. Motherfuckers sit up there with Section 8, and this for real. Real talk, man. Motherfuckers with Section 8 be living out in the suburban areas. Don't they fuck that house up? They fuck that house up, boy. They be having that nice ass little house and shit. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 bedrooms, a driveway, goddamn me, probably a garage and backyard. Man, repossession people come out that motherfucker with guns and shit. Got to drag your ass out that motherfucker. They got barricades at the door. We're not leaving. Bitch, you ain't paid rent in 3 years. I've been nice to you. You got to go. No, we're not leaving. Like, goddamn, bitch, we got a contract. Okay? You ain't a squatter. We got a contract. Get your ass out my house. You broke the contract, bitch, 3 years ago. I seen one motherfucker fucked up somebody's house so fucking bad, right? And left a bag of weed. They left a whole big whole pound of weed. I don't know if they was giving that to him like for payment or they was trying to like they just forgot about it. The house was so junky and shit, they just totally forgot about it. So maybe that's what happened. But however, here go this crazy motherfucker, man. This dude crazy as hell, man. I just laughed when I first seen it, but this is our people, man.
I'm not going to give you a year.
Damn fool, give me a year in jail.
No.
How the hell y'all talking?
Spawn said $100.
It keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going, bro.
Okay, Milagros, Mercado. No.
Marvelous behavior, y'all.
Set it for Monday.
Whoa. He not my lord. I just want to turn myself, miss.
Okay, stand right there.
Oh, gonna do
Is this Mr. Robinson?
No, he's behavior officer, y'all.
Mr. Robinson Bayer, set it for Monday. Give him lots of time to cool off. Is this Mr. Yarborough?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Yarborough, you're charged with trespass on property after warning. Your bond is set at $500. See transient? Yeah. I'm gonna change that bond to $100.
Small hundred on what I had at the time. I got 14 more hundred and some more money. I was trying to send a message to Washington, D.C. I'm an FBI and an attorney. And I was trying to work, and a little person at the first term stopped me and told me I can't go to the Western Union and send off a message to Washington, D.C. Now, I'm an attorney at Washington, D.C., also a judge. I've been in law since 53 years, and I'm not taking this laying down. Now, you do what you want to do to me, but I'm not playing. Now, what you said, sir? I was just there, and they wouldn't. I couldn't send a message, so they asked me to leave. And I told them I'm FBI, and I showed them all my credentials. They still tell me that's why. And then they asked me to leave again. They called the police. They put me out, and then arrested me after they gave me a trespassing sign, a warning or something, and then arrested me because they had me out there. So I showed them my credentials. They put me here. Now, what is this? A crooked court? I'm an FBI. You can't arrest me and tell me I'm supposed to be somewhere else. I was where I was supposed to be.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't have anything to do with that.
What are you doing?
All I'm doing is setting a bond for you.
Bond? What's the bond?
Bond's $100.
What does that mean?
Means you got to post. You're an attorney, right?
But you're not acting where I know. Do I have to? How long I have to stay in jail if I don't pay?
Until you pay or get this case resolved.
What?
Until you pay the $100 or get the case resolved.
How much time can I spend time served? How long stay there?
You can spend. This is a first-degree misdemeanor. Spend up to a year in jail.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying you're
damn fool, man.
Sir, I'm not saying you're going to spend a year in jail.
Man, I don't want to spend a penny and time in jail. If it's overnight, all I did was trespass on the property. How I spend a year in jail, man? What you talking about?
I didn't say you're going to spend a year in jail.
How long I
You
stay in jail?
You asked me what the maximum was. I said up to a year in jail.
What's the minimum then?
There's no minimum.
For the maximum is 100 years in jail. 100 years in jail.
1 year.
I'll do the 1 year.
No, you're not going to.
1 year in jail, then, man.
I'm not going to give you a year.
No, damn fool. Give me a year in jail.
No.
How the hell y'all talking?
Spawn said $100. Are you going to have a psych eval done on him?
I think that the court can order one now.
Well, I'm going to order you to do a psych eval on him.
Man, I always like to, get some type of laughter, man, because this shit be so serious, but we have to have some type of laughter in this, man. I love my people, man. And that's just a fact. We can sit here and laugh and joke about that, but that's funny as fuck.
Damn.
Wait, sometimes could you imagine being in court with him just about to go up next after him? You the next motherfucker going behind him. I couldn't even go to the judge. Please, don't look at me. I don't know why they got me here. I don't even know why. But man, I truly understand what cuBe was trying to say, man. What he was trying to do. A lot of us, man, we get a little bit too caught up in, the demoCrips and reBloodicanz, and that shit ain't cool, man. Let's stand and fight for each other, man. Let's stand and try to come together to agreements. We can be Christians, Muslims, and all this other stuff, and we can still have that one agenda for all of us as Black people. We too busy allowing other people who they call themselves minorities stand under the flag of what Black peoples has done. If you're going to label us something and you're trying to make something for us, don't allow other people to come in to benefit from it. Rather if it's women, rather if it's Latinos, Asians, cripples, what else? Albinos. No. If you're going to do something for the people are the descendant of slaves, or people who has suffered in this country from being what we call today as Black King, I wish you shut the fuck up. If we're going to sit here and try to fight for what's really, really feasible here, what we deserve, we can't sit here and think that asking somebody who punished us to punish itself for punishing us. It doesn't make sense. And we've been doing that for over 450 some years. We still asking these people to punish themselves for punishing us. And I just hate to it is at the point where they be feeling like, oh, you got to be more religious. You got to keep praying. You got to keep hoping. You got to keep wishing and having faith. That's the bullshit that breaks us. None of that shit ever worked in history. Never. They killed all the motherfuckers who had faith, who all had hope that this shit was going to change. They never put in the motherfucking punches in the in the chokeholds and shit. They didn't add that into the equation of police shooting us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dogs in the water hose was all right, but now these motherfuckers got AR-15s and shit shooting at, blow your whole noodle off. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your whole back out. We never thought about that. And they calling us violent. We're not the violent ones. We just want to be humans. The shit that we was put on this earth to be before anybody. And we are the descendants of that. We still have the DNA running through our bodies, and we don't need no government to say that that's what we is. We don't need no system of education to say we can be able to work for the white man. That's crazy. We got to go through an education system to make sure that we know how much they abused us in order to go work for them. And that's the most racist shit ever. That's a crime against humanity to show people like, look what we did to you, nigger. We raped your people. We took your language. And now we're teaching you how we murdered you. And now we're going to teach you and train you to go over there and murder for us for pennies. The illusion of an American dream. So I'm not going to hold you up tonight too long. I just wanted to hit this out for you, man, just to let you know that Cube ain't on nobody's side. He on our side. We still got work to do. And if you motherfuckers so worried about Biden win, what if he lose? What do you have ready, lined up just in case if Trump win? You so worried about all that shit trying to get, what if he win? What you gonna do then? You gonna sit and wait another 4 years? That's the question. So I'm Kenny motherfucking B, man. We at What Talk motherfucking Radio. I love all of y'all. We got to put our shit together, man, and get it out there. We have to link up and get some shit, put content out there more and more and more and more and more and more and more so we can be educated with politics and everything else, man. Because little do we know, man, laws are being changed every day. It's things and words and shit that we wake up to, man. We don't hear it for the first time in our life on TV and shit. And we got Google and shit, and Google tell us what it is, and we just be feeling like, God damn, why didn't they teach us that? So we got to educate ourselves, man. And Cube, you did a good fucking job, man. Thank you, Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson. Thank you. Thank you. It's big ups to you, big homie. 1988, fuck the police for life. You know what I'm saying? You always been that. You know what I'm saying? You always been a big homie trying to get a person on the right path. So big ups to Ice Cube, no matter what these other people think or trying to put him in a box with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you're black don't mean you have to be a Democrat. You ain't got to be none of that shit. Be yourself. Be your motherfucking self. Roll how you roll, dude. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody be mad at you. And don't be mad because somebody said that that's what they gonna do. Like they ain't with you or something. Peace, love, and hair grease. What?